We acknowledge that Tri-Cities Community Television operates on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Coquitlam First Nation. We thank the Coquitlam who continue to live on these lands and care for them along with the waters and all that is above and below.
Hello, welcome to Tri-Cities Community TV. My name's Hazel Postma, and with me today is Glynis Karpinski, the Vice President of Dogwood Gardening Club. And as you might imagine from all these pots and plants, we're here to talk about spring planters. So Glynis, I have a first question.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Why would you do this yourself when you can go to all the nurseries and buy beautiful ones already made up?
The ones in the nurseries are absolutely gorgeous, and yes, if you are so inclined, go in and buy those. I personally like to choose my own plants. So I can go into the nursery and go, I like that, I like that, I like that. And then you can put them all together. So I am not artistic in the fact that I can't paint or draw. So this is where I express my love of color and form, and I think it's art. So.
I agree with you,
Yes.
because I have seen some of your other planters. But so tell me, is there a do you have to have plants that are all the same type or all the same color? I notice you've got some that are high.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is there a sort of magic number of plants in a specific size pot?
There's some really good guidelines that I use to help me. One of the ones is you want a pillar, so something tall.
Mm-hmm.
You want a thriller, so something that's really lovely. You want fillers to fill in the spaces, and you want a spiller, something that's going to fall over.
Okay, so hang on. A pillar, a
thriller, a filler, and a
spiller.
So those are the four I use.
Okay.
And as far as colors, whatever you like. So this palette I've chosen for mostly the purple and the yellows. Right. And there's a little shot of pink in there just to give it some punch. So.
And I see you've got like a gray sort of white planter. Lots of people have different colors. Is there different colors better for different types of plants? Or?
I like the lighter colors to reflect the sun. They get warm, but unlike a black pot, the black pots can get very hot and it can burn your roots. So if you've got lots of spillers that cover the black, then you probably be just fine. But I like these ones, and I also like ceramic pots and clay pots that can breathe and allow the water to sort of escape through the sides without getting soggy in the bottom and rotting the roots. So those are the types of pots that I use. But this is just a plain, big, nice plastic pot.
Okay, and
with
I
holes
see
in the bottom.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yes.
The holes in the bottom are
absolutely.
Important. And now I see you've got it sort of 3/4 full. Are you
I'm going to top it up once I get the plants in and moved around in a pattern that I like, and then I will fill in around it with the soil. So.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to start?
Sure,
Which is your pillar?
So my tallest one right now is this lovely hellebore, which is kind of a green and a white. And there's different plants that work for different seasons. So some of my plants that will be growing all season, I will plant them directly in the soil. Plants like these are very spring plants, and the little daffodils will disappear, the ranunculus will disappear, the primrose flowers will disappear. So I'm going to leave those in their pots, and then I can just pull the pots out, and I'll replace them with a summer plant that is tolerant to heat and that will thrive in summer conditions. So,
very clever.
So I tend to, depending on where I'm going to put my pot, if I'm going to pretend I'm putting it against a wall. So I'm going to put my big plants at the back.
And this one is staying in?
No, I'm going to leave it in the pot.
Okay.
It's a spring one, and these will start to turn really dark green, and then they kind of fade off, and they're not much of a thriller. So I will take that out and put something a little more exciting and interesting in.
Okay.
I always try to put some white in with my flowers because white seems to just pick up the other colors. So this is a ranunculus, and that is also just going in a pot because I'm going to take that out when that's done. Maybe put, what have I got, a purple?
So,
I'll put a
so the
pink.
pillar doesn't have to necessarily be in the middle.
No, it doesn't.
Ah, okay.
But if I was going to have it out in the middle where people were looking at it from all angles, I would
Then
put
you
it in the
would put
middle
it in the
and
middle.
in the middle and fill around
Okay.
it.
Okay.
So I like purple, one of my favorite. So I'm going to put that there.
Oh,
And then I'm
very snug.
Yes. And then I'm putting my smaller ones.
It's already looking lovely.
Yeah. And the pansies, sometimes I've had really good luck with pansies staying all season. So these ones I'm going to take right out. And I'll pop them in. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that purple. Oh, so nice.
I thought pansies were like spring and annuals.
They are. There are some varieties out there now that tolerate the summer heat, but as the summer goes on and it gets hotter, I'll tend to move them to a little bit more shade,
right,
so that they're not right in full sun. But I had some pansies last summer that I put, and they were right in full sun all summer long. They needed a little bit more water. These are a bit root bound, but they lasted all summer. So I put a little bit more like that.
This is so much easier than digging
Oh, it
holes
is.
and putting them in.
It is. And I'm going to pop some white in the front there. And I'll pop some yellow.
Is this the spiller?
That will, no, that's more of a mound one. This is my spiller right here. So actually,
okay,
that's a good point. I should put that right in the front here. And this one is going right in because it will last. And this will bush out, and to make it fuller, I will clip it, and then it'll put more shoots out. So I've got my white there. Here's another purple. And oh, these lovely little lemon yellow. This one's called Pansy Inspire Pure Lemon. Now, if I was not an impatient gardener, I would plant these from seeds, but I'm not. I want color right now. Right now.
This is like, you are filling it up much more than I realized.
I cram them in here.
Yeah.
Absolutely cram everything in here, and then water regularly, and I feed it.
What sort of food?
Maybe what they call a 10-10-10, so that's 10% nitrogen, 10% phosphate, and 10% potash, which everybody's talking about potash with the with the war and everything. And Canada is a really big world supplier of potash. It comes from the prairies, but potash is good for general health of the plant.
I think
is there a little spot in there? And I'll tuck it in there. Whoops.
Wow.
Needs a little bit more soil down there, which I have down here.
Now, I know you save these little things, so I'll put
I do.
Here.
So if I find a plant that I really like and I want to find it next year, it's really handy if you have that little tag and you know what the variety is. So,
and it didn't even take that long.
It doesn't. Sometimes I wish it would, because I love planting so much, and I think, oh, it's done now. So there you go. That's how to do a spring planter.
Thank you so much,
You're so
Glynis.
welcome.
That was so much fun.
You.
Thank you very much for tuning in. This is Hazel Posma with Tri-Cities Community TV. Thank you.
Good.